Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with the beautiful Karina, my lovely prometida. And we're waiting for our K1 visa to get adjudicated at the Service Center in California, US of A, way over on the west coast of the United States. I live in the panhandle of Florida, near Pensacola, north of Navarre Beach. And Karina, she's originally from Caracas, Venezuela, and she lives in beautiful Bogota, Colombia, way up in the mountains. And this video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is about the adjustment of status and how to avoid the green card interview in the United States. Once you get your green card, how to avoid the face-to-face interview. Come on along. Now, once you get in the United States and get married, Mr. Beneficiary, Miss Beneficiary, you're going to file an adjustment of status paperwork, okay, which is USCIS form I-485. Application to register permanent residence or adjust your status. Now, when you submit this form, I recommend that you also include, when you adjust your status, a new medical exam. Now, I know the new rules put in place by immigration say that your medical exam at the embassy in your country of residence, the civil surgeon in your country of residence did a medical exam on you to come into the USA, and that medical exam is good for 2 years. So, you know, lots of folks are filing their adjustment of status paperwork without a medical exam or vaccination record, and they're getting RFEs from immigration because the new guys and the new girls working for USCIS may not be fully aware of the new rules that have been put in place. So the best way to avoid getting an RFE for your medical exam is to get a new medical exam. When you get married, find a civil surgeon approved by the US immigration and get a second medical exam. Get your vaccinations up to date. It's easy to do, and I'm sure it doesn't cost a lot of money, and include it in your adjustment of status paperwork. Now let's talk about your adjustment of status paperwork and how to avoid a green card visa interview. Now, once you get married, okay, you're going to have your marriage license certificate in your hand, and then you're going to fill out USCIS form I-485, okay, and include in this paperwork, any divorce decrees. You know, your beneficiary, you Miss Beneficiary, or your sponsor may have been divorced in the past. Include divorce decrees in the package. Okay, final divorce decrees. Birth certificates for you, Miss Beneficiary, translated into English by an approved translator. Okay, proof of U.S. citizenship for your sponsor. A copy of his or her passport, his naturalization certificate, birth certificate, etc. Okay, and the next thing you're going to include in your adjustment of status paperwork is proof of your relationship and living together. Now, this is the most important part also. So include in your adjustment of status paperwork your wedding photos, okay? At least 6, at a minimum 6, including family members, friends, whoever came to your wedding, okay? And the more the better, actually. And for each photo, you got to describe who's in the picture, where the picture was taken, and on what day, okay? That's very important. And then also include photos of you together on your honeymoon or in the United States traveling. When you arrived in the USA for the first time, get a picture at the airport. And the more the better, okay? Once again, also include in the photos who's in the picture, where it was taken, and what day, okay? Now, you got to make sure, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, you put your beneficiary on all the bills for your house, okay, to show proof of that you guys are living together. So, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary, you're going to make sure you get your name on the rental agreement or the deed to the house, the mortgage. Make sure that you go to the property appraiser's office if you are currently under home ownership, or go to the landlord or tenant, the landlord, and get your name on the rental agreement, okay? Very important that you show joint residency, and this is one way to do it. If you can, get a joint bank account. That may be hard without a social security number, but if you can, show commingling of funds. You, Miss Beneficiary, with your sponsor, okay? And if you filed any taxes together, include that in your adjustment of status. Now, you may not have your social security number, but you may have an ITN number. Okay, who knows? Everybody's case is different. Car insurance is another thing. Get your name, Miss Beneficiary, on your sponsor's car insurance, on his medical insurance, on his life insurance, on his disability insurance. Get your name on all of his insurance policies that show you are the beneficiary for each, okay, at the same address. Now, once you do that, you're going to start getting mail in your name, Miss Beneficiary, Mr. Beneficiary. You know, the gas company, the electric company, the insurance company, whatever, may send you a letter, and it's going to be addressed to you at this residence. Very important. Now, get a driver's license. Now, it's difficult without a social security number to get a driver's license. Well, it is here in Florida. I don't know about where you live, but, you know, try and get something with your name on an identification card which shows your address with your sponsor, okay? Showing the same address, like a state ID, something like that. Get a credit card. Get a credit card, Mr. Sponsor, for your beneficiary with her name on it, showing your address, okay, with the same account. And go, you know, join any clubs or membership. Get on a membership. Join any clubs you have. If you're from the Philippines, maybe join the Phil-Am Club in your local community. Join, you know, Sam's Club, Costco's. They have a club, etc. And you know, you're trying to show proof of cohabitation because you're married and you live together. So immigration want to see proof. Also include letters from friends, okay, family, neighbors. You know, I'll ask my next door neighbor right here to write a letter for me saying, yeah, he met Karina and he knows we're married and we live together, and that's my next door neighbor. He's an old Marine guy, okay? And, you know, anything that you think will help you. When Karina and I go on our honeymoon together, we're going to include the boarding passes from our planes. Now, here's something very important, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. If you go on a honeymoon, don't go on a honeymoon outside of the United States, because your beneficiary, your new wife, may not be allowed back in. This includes going on a cruise together. Don't go on a cruise together and leave U.S. territorial waters, because your beneficiary, your new wife or husband, may get stuck. Immigration may not let her back in the country. If you go on a honeymoon together, go inside the United States. Hawaii, Alaska's beautiful. Just stay inside the United States. And keep all the receipts. Keep the hotel receipts from your honeymoon. Pictures, photos, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Put her on the gas bill. Put her on the car title. Put her on the phone bill. The house title, the trash bill, the water and sewage bill. Your homeowners association, put her name on that, okay? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you can put together a strong package like that and show proof of you guys being married and living together, there's the odds-on favor, in your favor, you will not have to go to any more face-to-face visa interviews at all until you get ready for U.S. citizenship. Thanks for watching, boys and girls. Have a fantastic rest of the day wherever you are in the world watching this video. This YouTube channel is for you. We are here to help pull you over the finish line. And don't forget, soon you're going to get your K1 visa in your hand and be ready for the scary visa interview at the embassy. See you soon.
I'll be back.